This dunya is just a sneak preview of what's to come. Money, love, food, entertainment, and so on. None of these are the film, they're just the trailer, samples of a far greater story yet to unfold. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allows us to taste a drop of paradise now, to motivate us to obey Him, to serve Him, and to keep walking the road that gets steep. The word dunya comes from the Arabic word lowly, like a sample of what's to come. And just as He gives us previews of the reward, He gives us previews of punishment, pain, heartbreak, separation, darkness, samples of what disobedience ripens into. So we turn back before it's too late. Imagine arriving on the Day of Judgment with no idea of what punishment felt like. Would you not cry, "Why weren't we warned?" We were. Every ache, every tear, warnings wrapped in mercy. But the truly intelligent realizes something deeper. These previews aren't the point. Just as dunya is a signpost, heaven and hell are signposts too, pointing to the one that made them. It's like a parent motivating a child to study by giving them sweets. When they're young, they think the sweet is the reward. When they mature, they realize the real gift was the education. The sweet just helped them get there. And the wise realize the company of their parents was what they sought all along. So yes, the rewards in this world are good. Jannah and paradise are greater, but the company of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is greater than anything you can imagine. By His mercy, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will still reward us for worshipping Him for Jannah, because it shows a trust in His promise. But we sell ourselves short if we stop there. Even the name for the next life, Al-Akhirah, literally means the other one. And the word for paradise? Jannah. It comes from the root meaning to hide, as it hides the true thing we should be seeking, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. True pleasure don't lie in created things, but with the Creator. The dunya, Jannah, even hellfire all exist to show us what the presence and absence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala feels like. Allah confirms this for Sayyidina Abu Bakr, speaking of his intention behind the good deeds that he did, saying, وَمَا لِأَحَدٍ عِنْدَهُ مِن نِعْمَةٍ تُجْزَى إِلَّا ابْتِغَاءَ وَجْهِ رَبِّهِ الْأَعْلَى وَلَسَوْفَ يَرْضَى. He didn't do this in return for anyone's favor, but only seeking the face and countenance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And indeed, He will be pleased. The wording is precise. He didn't seek any favors. He only sought the company and presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is where pleasure lies. And here's the final secret. Allah's company is not confined to the next life. You can experience it here. And once you do, you will only want more. So enjoy the gifts, but don't be owned by them. Flee the warnings, but don't be paralyzed by them. And keep aiming for Allah's countenance, for that is the true destination.